name is Natalie Nedelcheva. My candidate number is 3273. Now we play the role of Tatiana Barden from the play Enemies. Do I? Do I really? Once, yes, I stood on stage with both feet rooted. And now, it's gone. The feeling is gone. All I can feel are the audience eyes staring. I can hear them thinking, this is old. You've seen it before. There were times. I remember the times when I used to grab them and held them. The truth is, I still want to. I want to play every feeling I can, from joy to despair. I want to be given the right words. Words I can use like knives. Words full of passion and fire and fury. So they burst into flames, full of excitement. And then I'll turn around and throw them more words. Beautiful words. Words like flowers. Full of joy and hope and love. They cry. I cry. Oh, from the heart. They applaud me. They throw me bouquets. They hold me in their arms. For a moment, these people are all mine. My whole life. In that moment. In that one moment. But there are no such words. My name is Masha Tintash and my candidate number is 3324. I'll be playing White Hands from the play Tristan and Isolde. Welcome to the club of the unloved. I'm Tristan's wife, by the virtue of my name. They call me White Hands, but my name is Isolde. Yes, it is a coincidence that our name was about. He tracked me down, found me, and married me. Because he brought the name of a mind to him. Me? I loved him wholly. Since the first moment I set my eyes on him. But he cannot see me. It's always been this way with him. He walked on air, his eyes distant, and no matter how I bathe his wounds, or what feast I prepare, I cannot make him see me. I am half a wife. I warm his bed, but not his body. I serve his wine, but he is not mine. If the ship hoists a white sail, she's coming, and a black if she's not. The love attract love. If you already love, more love just seems to come your way. Whereas us, the unloved, must take fate into our hands. So don't judge me. Those who pit in their stomachs and rents in their hearts will know. But oh goodness, and damn the boats that do not carry love my way. You want to know? You really want to know if your precious Isolde is coming? Black. The sail is black.
My name is Denzel Manuin. My candidate number is 3254. I'll be performing Sean from the play Angels. It was just my mum and my kid brother. But yeah, they both died. Of lots of things. Poverty for one. And me. I let them down. Me most of all. We lived in this shitty little council house. But Dad's been gone years. And anyone else just came and went without staying long. Mum was exhausted. All the time working all these different shifts to make ends meet. On that day, I went out to get some milk. And Mum fell asleep while she was cooking the dinner. The chip pan were on fire and... Mum and my little brother Patrick died in a blaze. He was 2 years old. But if she had been there, if I'd been there, I could have saved them. If I'd been there, that would have happened. A litre of milk. They both died from overwork and I wouldn't have had to go for the milk if I didn't have Sue in the middle of the afternoon. All because I was too lazy to make myself a sandwich. My name is Anthony Shearer, my candidate number is 3310, and I am playing the title role of Richard III. Now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious summer by this son of York, and all the clouds that lowered upon our house in the deep bosom of the ocean berry. Now are our brows bound with victorious reefs, our bruised arms hung up for monuments, our stern alarums changed to merry meetings, and our dreadful marches to delightful measures. Grim-visaged war has smoothed his wrinkled front, and now instead of mounting barbed steeds to fright the souls of fearful adversaries, he capers nimbly in a lady's chamber, to the lascivious pleasing of a lute. But I, that am not shaped for sportive tricks, nor made to court an amorous looking glass, I, that am rudely stamped and once love's majesty to strut before a wanton ambling nymph. I, that am curtailed of this fair proportion, cheated of feature by dissembling nature, deformed, unfinished, sent before my time into this breathing world scarce half made up, and that so lamely and unfashionable that dogs bark at me as I hold by them. Why I, in this weak, piping time of peace, have no desire to pass away the time, unless to spy my shadow in the sun, and descant on my own deformity. And therefore, since I cannot prove a lover to entertain these farewell-spoken days, I am determined to prove a villain, and hate the idle pleasures of these days. Plots have I laid, inductions dangerous, by drunken prophecies, lipples, and dreams. And if King Edward be as true and just as I am subtle, false, and treacherous, this day should Clarence be closely mewed up about a prophecy that says, G of Edward's heirs, the murderer shall be. Dive thoughts down to my soul, here Clarence comes.
My name is Thomas Penny. My candidate number is 3203. I'll be playing the role of Salima in the play Ring. Do you know what I was doing on that morning? I was in our garden, picking the last of the sweet tomatoes. I put Beatrice down in the shade of a frangipani tree because my back was giving me some trouble. Forgiven. Where was Fortune? He was in town, fetching a new iron pot. I had been after him for a new pot for a month. And on that day, the damn man decided to go and get it. A new pot. The sun was about to crest, but I had to put in another hour before it got too hot. It was such a clear and open sky. This splendid bird, a peacock, had come to taunt me and was showing off his feathers. I stood down and called to it. Whoosh, whoosh. And right then, I felt a shadow cut across my back. I stood up, and there were 4 men over me, smiling, wicked schoolboy smiles. Yes, I said, and the tall soldier slammed the butt of his gun to my cheeks. It was so quick, I didn't even realize I had fallen to the ground. One of the soldiers held me down with his foot. His boots were cracked and weathered like they'd been left out in the rain for weeks. And it was all I could see as the others took me. Beatrice was crying. She was a good baby. She never cried. But she was crying, screaming. Shh. I said, shh. And right then, a soldier stomped on her head. Where was everybody? Where was everybody?
My name is Ekaterina Klabarova and my candidate number is 3224 and I'm going to play the role of Nikki from the play Shakers. I'm doing this speech, but it's not from a play. It is something I put together myself. I have written old words down on a bit of paper so you can test me. Yeah, right. It's called The Smile. Right, I will start, shall I? I'm a bit nervous, you know, so it might be a bit shit. She's been in hospital for about 4 days. She was 70, She went into hospital for hysterectomy. The operation had been a great success. I went to see her and she looked great. She even showed me stitches. She's my grandmother.
Oh.
So, at work I was having a laugh and a great time. And then they rang the hospital saying she's had a stroke. I took the bus to the hospital. I felt sick, travelling all that way on a bus. She was on the 6th floor. I remember that. In a side cubicle full of old ladies. I walked into the room. My mum and dad were looking through the window, looking across the parkland of the hospital. They were crying. My gran was laid in bed. Oh, the face was all blue and deformed. Her mouth was all twisted and taut. One eye closed. She tried to speak but said nothing. She just laid there. "Hello, Gran," I said. "Hello? What's all the bloody nonsense about having a stroke? Eh?" And she just looks at me. And she just smiles.